Hey everyone, this is Duskomaka as that gamer, and obviously right before you is Yume Nikki. This game has quite a bit of popularity. I have in fact played it before. This is not a blind Let's Play. However though, when I did this previously, I did not like how the recording came out for a number of reasons. It's still up on my channel if you want to really look into it, but I've wanted to redo this one for Let's Play for a while because Yume Nikki is a unique and engaging experience. I played a lot of Yume Nikki fan games as well. I've played that Flow, Tuki, there's a bajillion others I played, of varying qualities and states of completeness. I played a lot of them, especially in early 2013, I think, is when I really went on a rage of playing quite a few of them. It's been a while since I played the initial Yume Nikki or any of the fan games, though, so I've decided to try and go read through it. So anyways, this is, while not blind Let's Play, I will call it a dumb Let's Play. Dumb is maybe a little bit too harsh on it, but I don't remember the game very well. I'm not going to look into it, so a lot of this is probably going to be me wandering around looking for those effects and different events to trigger, but I have loose memories of the game, but I don't remember it in its entirety or anything like that, so let's go straight into Yume Nikki. Now, for those who don't know what Yume Nikki is, it's an RPG Maker game that was released in 2005. It's always been in version 0.11, I think. It's point something. It's 0.1 something. However, though, it's never been completed, and probably will never be completed. Probably the version that we see before us is the most complete the game will be. It was made by a female game designer in Japan, and it's gone on to have a official manga release, various merchandising, etc., etc. It's also one of the more recognized RPG Maker horror stuff. It's not exactly a horror game, it's more just RPG Maker. It's a bit surrealistic, there are some horror-esque elements, but a big part of it is that you play as a girl exploring her dreams. We'll go straight into the flow. Here's our basic information here. Check characters to get new effects. Press the Enter key to check your effects. Activate effects to gain new abilities from the menu. Drop effects in the door room. Press the 5 key. So 5 is how we drop effects. I'm going to have to remember that. I also remember that there's like this really obtuse button to use your effects powers. I'm going to have to test around with the keyboard when we pick up the first effect. Save the game at your desk when you wake up. And here we go, straight into the surrealistic world of Yume Nikki. Now our character, I think her name's Madatsuki. I'm pretty sure it's Madatsuki. I'm pretty sure I'm on the nail with that one. She's a little cute character. She does little stepping sounds. I think the stepping sounds are adorable, and reminds me a lot of the game LSD, which I guess this game and LSD have various things in common. I'm partially tempted to say that Yume Nikki might be partially inspired by LSD Dream Emulator. They have some similarities, but they're also very different games. So, anyways, she refuses to leave her room. Never gonna leave that room. We also can't really observe anything besides our desk, which we can spin around in a chair just for the fun of it. This is also where we save our game. We'll make an early save right there just to get out of the way and then have some fun spinning around in our spinny chair. And off. Our bed is where we ultimately want to go, but there's just a few other sights and sounds to see. As we can see, we're in this little apartment building. It's not a house, it's an apartment. It's composed of one room. Now this room leaves some things to question, like where the fuck is the bathroom? But hey, it works, I guess. It's also a surprisingly dark night sky out there. She also has a pair of shoes that don't look like anything. In fact, they look too big for her. I guess she doesn't live alone. That or she's very small because the broom. Look at this broom. She's like half the size of it. We're gonna neglect the fact that perception is maybe a little bit lying. We also have our favorite not a SNES console right here, where we can play the only game in Madatsuki's game library, Nasu. It's about an eggplant. Jump to catch the falling eggplant. Now, I'm gonna try and remember if I remember this at all. Left and right, and jump. Got it. Let's press enter and do our favorite eggplant eating game. Basicness, you run around, you eat eggplants. That's the exciting life of this character. Trying to see if you get a high score. Miss an eggplant and it's game over. Honestly, not the most invigorating video game out there, but hey, it's a little cute little minigame. You get addicted if you really want to go for those high scores. I missed this one. Alas, no eggplant for us. This does lead us to the second main element, though. I'm not gonna mess around too much in Nasu. I'm gonna try one more time, just because there is that addicting, I beat my high score factor that old video games thrived on. That's, I don't think any old video games were nearly this score-based. I mean, simple, I guess. If somebody had sold this back in the day, because video games used to be more expensive than they are these days, there'd be a lot of pissed off customers, I tell you that much. I mean, sure, it's got replayability. Ooh. Who can forget the wandering eggplant? Ah, no, it distracted me. Poor eggplant Sam. I'm guessing that his name is, what was the name of the game? Like, Nasu. You'd assume that the Nasu is maybe the character's name. Maybe it's Japanese for eggplant. I don't know. But I'm gonna call him Nasu. He's kind of adorable. I said one more time, this is where the addictiveness of the simplicity of it sort of kicks in. It's the same reason of why mobile games are so popular these days. They're simple, short entertainment bursts that are very non-expensive. Simple. You can get good at it if you really try and put your time into it. There's not much to it. You move around and you gobble up the eggplants. Nasu is Japanese for eggplant, the more we know. I'm still gonna call him Natsu, though. Okay, I said one more time. Okay, I am not gonna let my addictive tendencies get the best of me, especially since I'm no good at Nasu. But one more time. Alright. My goal is to see if I can get to 100. But I'm not gonna. If I fail, even if I fail, like, after this next eggplant. I was just saying that out of consideration. But I'm not gonna continue. I'm gonna let my Nasu addiction come in later. I just need to get away from the man and his eggplants. Yeah, I'd like to quit. It's actually not the escape key. Oh, you have to hold escape, right? I have actually played Yume Nikki 3D, but yeah. At least if it's the Yume Nikki 3D, which I'm thinking of. Anyways, no more further to said. I'm wondering, are these pillows or are they papers? I'm assuming that they're pillows, maybe just pillows to sit on. Oh, there's our menu there. We have our effects, all we have at the moment are instructions, and we can quit the game. Nothing much more than that, though. Let's go lay down. I've secretly wished that one day they may release an online co-op Yume Nikki game. I mean, it's not like, I don't think it'd be super hard to do compared to some online games. Online coding in general is hard, though. And anyways, that's just my pipe dream. Let's go lay in the bed. And thus we actually start the game. Now, we will return to our waking world every once in a while. Sometimes it's a necessity. But for the moment, we can enjoy our world in dreams. Yume Nikki seems to dream of the only place that she knows in this world, which is, in fact, her room. We can go lay in bed in our room. But why would we do that? Why would you want to go sleeping inside a sleep and we can still sit here and enjoy life? I do remember something very, very specific. I don't remember how you trigger this. All I remember is that there is a way for you to hop off your bed. Not hop your bed, hop the chair. I don't remember how you do it at all. Maybe like spin 12 times or press a button. Oh, I didn't even mean to do it. I didn't even know what it was. There you go. We can enjoy ourselves in our chair. Now, I also remember that there is a way that you can cheat this and you get the chair to go super speed. I don't remember the specifics of that. I'm surprised I remember that this chair could move, but hey, that's some muscle memory working there. Unfortunately, defaultly moves really slow, but there's a way that you can abuse the chair. And, yeah. Let's check our favorite TV program, iChannel, where it's eyes all the time. Now, part of Yume Nikki, one of the big appeals of it, is that there are a ton of secrets in the game, a lot of things to uncover. And these secrets can range just by checking things over and over again as such, because everyone loves Aztec Lizard Man. That one's like one that anyone who's played Yume Nikki must remember, because everyone checks the TV. It's a chance that when you check the TV, a lot of this is part of being random. By random, I mean that there's a chance each time you go to bed if an event will happen or not. That's about the extent of my memory. I do remember a few worlds and pieces here and there, but it's been a while. I'm also just enjoying this. It's always made me think of a news channel program introduction, I suppose. I mean, it kind of sounds kind of ravey, but yeah. Anyways, I'm not going to guarantee we're going to find all secrets because my memory is all too foggy. I do, of course, remember this is the Nexus. This is our interconnectory planetary adventure system, is my fancy term I'm going to make up for right now on the spot. It's composed of a number of doors, each differently designed, and each door will lead us to a different reality. These worlds do in fact exist and connect with each other Exist as in they exist in our dream plane. We're most obviously dreaming right now. This is one of the more popular dream games. We can at any time also take this door and return to our room and rave with lizards all night long. I'm gonna neglect. Now back to the fogginess. Now, because this is a stream, what fun is a stream without some chat interaction? I'm going to be asking the stream chat where we start, because I don't remember nothing. These folks, I mean, I remember a bit more than I thought I did, because I'm surprised to remember about the chair thing, but it's been a while. I don't remember what door leads to what or anything like that, so let's say that this is like a clock. This is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So like a clock, and there's 12 entries, so it's very much like a clock. Which door would you guys choose going the clockwise direction? I want to see if people yell out numbers. Some people might know exactly what it is, but no, I do not want a guide. I need to clarify this. I'm not looking for a guide through here. I just want to choose a door, start exploring, and go through it. I've been in this game before, as I've said now like twice, but I'd rather just go into it and experience it. It's been a long time since I've played it, so. Alright, people are saying, I see the most consistently said number is 1. Which I guess makes sense, because mine, you know, clockwise, and 1 comes first and all that. So sure, 1. Right, this area. I don't actually remember much about this place. There's some areas that are very fresh in my mind, like the snowy area. For some reason, sticks out in my mind a lot, but I only vaguely remember this. There's a lot of numbers all over the place. They don't actually mean anything. They're just numbers. I like to think this is an expression of her either loving or hating math class. On the account that it's kind of weirdly designed and the music sounds kind of intimidating, I'm going to assume it's some dislike for numbers. I mean, I dislike math class too, but that's just me. Some people love math, and I was never great or bad at it. I always had this little joke, because I'd always get B's in math class. No matter what I did, it'd be a B, B minus, B plus. Never got a C, never got an A. I was just a straight B math student. What really annoyed me about math is because, here's something about math that maybe some people can relate to. I know I definitely can, because I'm telling the story. I never liked having to do math in a specific way. I'd solve problems, but I'd use my really obtuse way of doing it. I'd show my work as math class would require, and I'd just do it in my own bizarre way. I get the solution. There's shorter ways to do it, but I just enjoy doing it like that. But of course, you know, being a teacher, they're like, Ryan, there's more efficient ways to do this. You could do this and this and that, and it's shortened your time tremendously. And I'm like, well, I got the answer. Just let me do it like I'd like to do it, please. Just let me enjoy myself. Let me solve my math problems in my weird, obtuse way, the way it works for me. Anyways, it's just that slight annoyance, but it's not really annoyance. Here's our first door, which will lead us to a deeper part of the dream. We found it actually relatively quickly, but I think it's from here that we're gonna get a bit lost. Huh. Each world has a pretty simple name. Remember that. That was probably like Numbers World or something. This is probably like Lantern World. Wouldn't really surprise me. And this game has a pretty simple naming system. I remember that much. I also like how there's a slight drone add to the music when we switched over to places. It's a very subtle effect, but noticeable. But anyways, a lot of Yume Nikki, especially these worlds that loop. This world is in fact looping. We haven't clarified that yet, but see, there it is, the door. A lot of these particular type of levels mean that more is spent kind of going back and forth. I'm trying to gauge how big this area is, so I'll know when to transition. It seems pretty big, or I guess vertically, but horizontally? It seems pretty big horizontally too. This seems like a big old mass of blackened lanterns. Alright, there you go. It's a basic idea of how large it is. Let's see if I can make a point of memory. Alright, so there's 3 lanterns, 2 off, 1 on. That'll be my point of knowing that I've looped. Unless, of course, I discover something interesting on the way down. Fortunately, there's a lot of space here, which also means there's probably a secret here. There we go! We actually just found our first effect, the lamp. Surprisingly, there is a walking, living lamp inside a lamp world, which means that it's now also time to experiment. Let me do effects, lamp. First effect obtained. These effects make it so that we can do a variety of different powers that either have some effect or no effect. Right's the one key. This one allows us to turn the light on and off. That doesn't do much here. Might as well use it though. I mean, there's no other power I have. If we want to have a lantern for a head, well gosh darn it, we can have a lantern for a head. Okay, I said I'd stay on the path, but obviously this catches a little bit of interest. It looks like the number worlds thing, just a little bit out of place because this is in close numbers world. Let's closely investigate. You know what? That is actually the perfect way to describe Yume Nikki. It's a world of investigation. You walk around, sometimes aimlessly, and hopefully find something interesting as such. Let's go take a look inside. There's not much here. This almost makes me feel like there has to be some sort of event that might happen here. Because it seems just like an endless... I mean, there's water there. Maybe a boat comes or something, but who knows? Unfortunately, that threw off my exploration. That might be a really good point of reference to know where we are, though. Alright, I'm going to continue going downward, though. Who knows what other mysteries lie? I don't remember if it's this world. I mean, maybe we've already found everything that there is in this world. We found the door to somewhere, and I have a lantern for a head because I found the lantern folk. There are... Also, I should mention this right now because I'm still getting all the "let me introduce the game to you" stuff out of the way. But there are 24 effects. The objective of the game, the simple objective really, okay, I guess we've already looped, is to collect all 26 effects. At the moment we have one, not 26, 24. At the moment we have one, so I guess there's 23 more to go. I should probably make it loop at least once. I'll be honest, my favorite parts of Yume Nikki are typically the worlds which are more designated, not worlds that loop like this. There's a few fun looping scenarios, don't get me wrong. There's some enjoyment in the simple loop of the world. But I'd also say that, obviously, without landmarks, it's hard to really tell if you're in the same place you just were or are in an endless loop. And eventually I'm going to have to find my way out of here, so that's going to be fun. Let's go down a bit more. I guess I'm exploring horizontally right now. I'll take this horizontal way. If I end up back at the door, I'll leave. If I find anything that looks like an exit, I'll take it. If I see any sort of secrets, of course I'll investigate. Everyone loves secrets. How deep or undeep these secrets go is up to us, though. I have a feeling that I've looped already. The loop isn't actually that strong, so I'm going to go down a little bit. Alright, hopefully this is a good area to choose to loop in. The thing is, it could just be a single tile that you missed that might toss you at something. At least in some cases. A lot of the time the game is pretty good at pointing you directly in the direction that you want to go. So, yeah. The more I'm wandering, the more I'm starting to think, isn't it kind of weird that there's just a walking lantern in this world of lanterns? Does that mean that's like a baby lantern and one day it'll plant its feet inside the ground and grow into a taller lantern? That'd be kind of weird. What if trees did that? Just a tree walks around when it's a sapling, but then it just finds a place to rest its feet, buries it into the ground, and just grows there. It's a bit odd. But anyways, continuing. Let's go see what sort of other places there are to see. I'm assuming there's probably another deeper area here. We did find a lantern though. Lights on. Oh, here we go. There's something. Hi! A lot of creatures will talk to you if you try talking to them. This one seems very non-responsive. Then again, it seems kind of dumb. It walks backwards, and I guess its life is composed of literally spinning itself in circles. Internal dizziness, that's what I call that thing now. Dizzy. Because it must be dizzy after it spins all so much. Alright, I'm going to check the downward area, though it might be over to the left of where I actually want to go. I found the door that leads back on the outside, but I'm secretly hoping there might be a little bit more here. Sometimes there's two or so door entrances hidden off in the world. There could only be one, though. The point of the game, let me explain this. This is a game which is kind of almost entirely based around exploration. The whole goal of the game is to try and find the 24 effects, and then there's something after that. Hi. However, though, she's actually just dreaming. This is just her dream world. Every day she stays in her room, maybe plays that eggplant video game, and there's a weird character there. Hello, character. And anyways, she just goes to bed, and then she wakes up here. Actually, here's something. Is this the... What is this? Why are you blocking the way? Oh, I know what this is. Okay, I need more power-ups before I come back here. I need the knife to stab this guy, and then the door will be accessible to me. I mean, what? Maybe I was thinking too far ahead. Yeah, maybe just let that one slip a little bit. I wasn't thinking too hard about it. Let's go on through there. I guess since there's not really much for me to do here until I get the knife power up, and we'll return back to the door that took us here. Let's go. A big part of the game as well is using the effects to re-access various secrets and Easter eggs, and sometimes you need certain effects to get certain other effects. Such in that case, enter that door, we need the knife. So, let's transport ourselves back to the Nexus. Hello, Nexus, here I could come. So again, if this is clockwise, with this being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, what door do you guys want us to go for next? At the moment, I'm definitely going to leave it to you guys, because there's still so much to explore, and, you know, there's be dead ends that we get to that we can't actually transgress right now, because we don't have the right power-up to progress. We have a light power-up now, though. The numbers are said through. If no number is consistent enough, I'll go with your answer, Mongu. Lighting, It's a little bit fun. I mean, there's no... This is kind of like the appeal of turning the light switch on and off. I think that's the exact same sort of appeal. Technically, it's useless, but hey. Alright, we'll go for door number 4. This leads us straight to a candle world. There's also something else walking around nearby that's not me, because something else is making footstep sounds. I'm going to try and walk this way a little bit to see if I spot anything. This is another one of those wander worlds where you just kind of loop until you... Oh, actually... Come back here! Fucking creature, I'm going to fucking catch him. I should come off on the other side. That thing probably has an effect. Oh, God dang it. Okay, well, there's a pyramid here. I'll investigate that in a little bit. First, I want to catch this thing. I'm going to get this. It might not even have a power. I don't remember. But it's moving. I want to interact with it. Fuck. I was thinking it was going to try going up to avoid me, but... Let's see if I can catch it again. God, fuck. I'm going to... I don't remember if this thing has a power-up or not. All I know is it is mine. I'll get it in my grasp. I want to get to that pyramid. There we go. It did have a power-up. It's the midget power-up. You have been obtained. Follow me, my minion. Actually, I'll have to equip my other effect. Now I'm a midget. Oh. Right. This is the one where I can make an army of myself. There you go. Why not have a bajillion of ourselves? Okay, those are our first enemies, quote-unquote. You don't want to get caught by those things. There's a few forces that are a bit sinister, and that's one of them. We're gonna neglect it. It just kind of follows you. It's a simple follow pattern. Oh no, fuck! Well, at least you gotta see what happens. Well, that was unfortunate. An early catching. Guess we're gonna have to wake ourselves up now. You pull on your cheek. And ta-da! We're back in our room. This does let me save my diary, though. We got 2 out of 24 effects. That leaves, like, 22 more to go. Back to bed. Nothing to do all day, except sleep. Alright. There's still more power-ups to find and other things to locate. I'll continue with door 4. I blame the fact that those midgets take up a greater space, so I didn't realize that we were running into a wall. That's at least what I'm blaming it on. Alright, so the pyramid was like this way. It's pretty close, it's pretty easy to find. There's probably more here than this pyramid, but I found one point of interest. Why would I want to search for another until I've explored this pyramid more thoroughly? Or at least I thought it was this close. For some reason I'm not spotting it right now. Maybe I need to go in deeper. Jeez, what? I did not have a hard time finding it last time. I found it pretty immediately, even if I go as far as say that. I mean, I'm not wanting to pass it, but I'm just gonna lower myself ever so slowly and see if I run into anything. Alright, if you don't have a power, your one button just makes you sit. So you can enjoy sitting all day long. Living the life. I am going to equip my midget power and go around like a midget. I mean, might as well, right? Might as well be tiny, because we can't be tiny. I'm gonna go this way and explore a bit deeper. I mean, there's probably more here than the pyramid, but the pyramid was there. I know it was there. Y'all saw it. I saw the pyramid. I want to know where the pyramid went. I want to become one with the Egyptians. That's a very stereotypical thing to say. The Egyptians obviously are not people that just built the pyramids. They're worth a lot of things. And in fact, they're going through a lot of rebellions in this day and age, so that could be potentially taken as insensitive. But I do associate pyramids with the Egyptians, because that's what history books taught me. Oh, there it is. Alright, well, pyramid found. I'm small enough to enter. I'm actually going to try and lure the beast this way. I don't want to get too close, or else it's going to come and get me. It's going to come and get me, and I don't want it to get me. It's... oh, maybe I can get like this. There we go. Fall for my devious scheme. Sucker. Thankfully, it has a pretty straightforward fall pattern. I'm also very small. Alright, there's a door there. But I don't think there's a way for me to easily access that. Yeah, I don't think you can't jump or anything, so I'm just going to assume I can't go there at the moment. I'll go in a little bit deeper inside Pyramid World, though. Now, let's go. This is a longer path than I was anticipating. It's a bit interesting, though. It's a bit more formed, as in I can't just walk over nothing. It looks like we're reaching the end, though. Yep, next area. The deeper you go into dreams, the more interesting but yet strange things you may find. Of course, sometimes you'll just end up in surfaces. I guess if I had to describe Yume Nikki, part of it is kind of going to the depth of dreams. We start off in a more basic dream scope, but the deeper in you get, usually the stranger it gets. Sometimes you can resurface by taking certain doors and up in other parts of the Nexus, or find doors that lead back to the Nexus, but yeah. That red pyramid thing certainly is catching my attention. By red pyramid thing, I don't mean pyramid head, obviously. Let's go investigate. Oh dear, I know this place. It's the Red Maze. I remember thee well. I also remember that there's secrets in here, and there's things that can attack you in here, so... that's great. Let's get to exploring. I think I just saw something over there. Hopefully it's not a stalker. Did I just imagine it? I think I just imagined it. Maybe I was so desperately wanting to see something that I just imagined something was there. I'm going to neglect that potentialness. This area, even though it's more of a neon glowing stuff, it does give off the resonance of something womb-like. Horror games really like the womb-like areas. Maybe because everyone's been there. You see what I did there. Anyways, actually there's something right there. But I can't get to it so easily from here, and to be honest, the path is all twisty-turvy, and I think I know what that is, which means I want to look at it a little bit elsewhere, because I think there's more secrets layered here somewhere. It could be blood. It certainly has that sort of blood feeling to it. It's red enough for it. Not to mention that you could, I mean, they're lights, and they're sort of fake shame, but they look kind of pool-like, so yeah. This maze is really easy to get stuck in for a while because it loops. Not only does it loop, it has a lot of dead ends and a lot of twisty-turvy ways. If you want to get where you want to go, you just sort of have to keep a direction in mind and make sure you get in that direction. I'm not really go looking for even a direction. I'm just looking for something, which means I'm just wandering the maze until I stumble upon something or another that catches my fancy. I mean, this looks a bit interesting, so I guess I'm going to follow this. Oh, there's something. This is another thing where I think we need our knife power up. Oh, knife power, how have you forsaken me? But hey, it's there. We'll try and keep a mental note that's there. I guess what I should be looking for then is an exit. Any sort of exit. Right, there's a stalker. I was actually just about to say, I recall there being stalkers here, and then speak of the devil, there's one right now. Oh, please be dumb. Thankfully you're dumb. I don't remember them being this dumb, but maybe back when I played Yume Nikki, I just wasn't as used to RPG Maker behaviors. So they often came after me, and it was scary. But now they just seem a little bit But then again, I know how the RPG Maker AI pathfinding works, so I can understand that durness. I'm gonna go up here and hope there is something. Hello? Any sort of sign? I want to say it like all cheesily, like, hello? Hello? But that's not gonna help me find the door. I could just wake myself up. That feels like a waste. In fact, there's something right there, something which I don't recognize. We found our thingy that we're gonna try and use to get out of here. Take me wherever. Oh, it makes cool little sounds. The purple and red tiles make different sounds. Music's also rather peaceful, if I may. More pyramids. This is actually very similar to the area that we just came from, but also different at the same time. Speaking of blood analogies, it certainly almost kind of looks like blood dripping there. Almost. Almost. I'm gonna try and take the twist and turn to go over this way, though. Up, down, all over the place. I'm pretty sure that we could access this area from another area as well, but yeah, as long as there's no stalkers, we'll be okay. I'd rather not wake up to another stalker awakening. Oh, there we go, that pyramid led us to a colorful world of vibrancy. Sure is bright around here. Everything seems pretty happy to be happy also. Makes a little sound, you cutie. They all make sounds. That's okay. Now, there's probably a power-up around here. I don't remember if there is or is not, but we should look for points of intrigue. Are you a point of intrigue? No, you're not a point of intrigue. That just denied me so hard. You have a ton. There's no ton power-up, I'm pretty sure, but I guess I'll loop until I get to a familiar area. It's not a lot of... Those look like onions. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just making me think of onions. This seems like a pretty easy area to explore, though. You move over one. Is that a door? That's not a door. We just go until we find a power-up of some kind. Something that strikes different. That strikes different than the rest, speaking of the devil. But it's not power-up different, it's just a strange different. You're a strange different, too. But you probably don't have a power-up. Look at all these little squigglies. They just want to squiggle you right up. There's a door, actually. But I'll go to the door last. I'm exploring for power-ups, ma'am. You look kind of cute. You look like one of those little birds that have the really weird, bizarre, lizard-like necks. You look like an arcade machine. She does play video games because of this SNES setup there, even though she doesn't leave her room. In fact, maybe it's because she doesn't leave her room that she's more into video games. That's known as neat in Japan. Madatsuki, you're a total neat. This game is Japanese, so I'm not going to say too much more on that. Anyways, power up. I am searching, maybe uselessly, but I'm predicting that there's a power up around here. I don't remember if there is or is not, but this looks like an area they hide something in. I'm getting kind of lost. That's a bad thing. I mean, there's enough landmarks here for you not to get lost. I have to try and remember what I've seen, what I've not seen, and take that to the best of advantage until we see something that looks like a power-up. Hi, Squiggly. There's the door out of here, so this is the purple door. Got it. Purple door entrance would make it pretty easy to find here. I think I've actually already been through here. So yeah, I should probably move over a lane. Let's go. I've been here before. I remember commenting on you super squiggly. Now, there was a door that led deeper in here. I just need to locate that and make sure it's not like some secret crevice that's trying to power up for me. I mean, I guess I'm not really seeing anything, so I'm just gonna look for that door crevice. It was like to the left in one of these areas. You couldn't access it normally. Is that noise from the game? I heard this really bizarre sound. It's not like someone saying, "Hoi! Hoi!" I actually do not recognize this tiki room, so I'm going to take that as a good or bad sign. Door. Who's got the... Actually, you're different. Oh, there we go. There was a power here. There you go. I don't know why I'm so excited about that. Let's see our power. Neon. It's a neon world. It also allows us to change the color of the world. Where those colors go. There you go. Hoi! Makes sense. I'm just teasing, but yeah. It's the simple joys in life you have to appreciate, like colors changing. Look at those colors glow. You did so fast, it might get seizury. Maybe. I say that as I'm doing it. I don't think that the door I'm looking for is here. Let's let me go up a world. This also means how many powers do we have so far? We have 3. 21 more to go. When I locate this world, I swear to God. Actually, I think we went down to access it. Is that door? I think we found it. Oh wait, is this where we came from? Is that what I was looking for this whole time? Well, I think we've found what we've needed here. I guess I'm ready to go. Back to the Nexus at the very least. There might be other things sitting around, but I don't know that. Looking for the big open space that'll take us back home. Maybe it loops. I forgot this area loops. It's a confounding, confusing place. But I think we found it, actually. Yep, here we go. Exit should be right over there. Look at all these things collected, all excited. Get out of the way. Yes, you're a mask with a face. Anyways. You can change the color of the Nexus. Have a little rave party in here.